bros, what's happening? What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. And more importantly, welcome to another product spotlight and unboxing video. This time brought to you by my friends over at Club Cannon. The Club Cannon CO2 gun. I've been meaning to get one of these. You can get it customized with like your logo and everything on there. That was dope. I want one. He made
Definitely
me
get the Club Cannon.
So, if you guys have seen my recent gig logs, you've noticed a trend. You've noticed something that seems to be catching on in the mobile DJ world. And it's something that's not necessarily new. It's been around for quite a while. But it seems like now more than ever, more and more mobile DJ companies, entertainment companies, production companies are adding this service to their company. So today, guys, we're going to be doing an unboxing of the Club Cannon. Let me whip out my handy dandy box opening shake. Woo! Woo! We have a little handle. This handle right here is actually designed to turn your handgun into an AK-47 so that you can go say hello to my little friend. We have a hose. I'm not sure how long this one is here. Let's see. All right, this is a short one, so this one is not too long. As many of you guys know, I am 4'10", and this is about a little bit taller than me, so I want to say this is about 5 to 6 feet. Ooh, what is this? Ooh, this is interesting. So this is actually a backpack for your tank. If you get one of the smaller tanks, maybe a 20-pound tank, a 20-pound CO2 tank, you strap it on like a backpack right here, and then you go.
My turn.
Pretty self-explanatory the way the backpack works. It's got two straps, one here and one here, and this is to secure the tank on your back. And then you also have this little tab right here, which is actually foldable. All you have to do is bring it back up and down so that you can apply the tank right here. Alright, so I have my backpack here laid out flat, and what Christian's gonna do is gonna take our 20-pound tank, he's gonna lay it right here. Go ahead, Christian. This is the easiest way to do it, guys. Don't try to kill yourself lifting this thing in the air. We're gonna go in and out, in and out, and last but not least, we're gonna take this one, gonna go through. Make sure that it's nice and tight. I'm gonna push this up and then put this on your back, Christian. I'm gonna put it on Christian's back. He's gonna be my my test dummy today. All right, so Christian has it on now. Turn around, Christian. And you guys can see the CO2 tank is here. And with this, I don't recommend using a very long one because you don't want to have him tripping over. So I recommend using something like this. And that's what it looks like right there. If you have like an LED robot or something like that, I think it looks pretty dope. You ready to spray some people?
Yeah.
Chris is excited. Woo! Look at this. It's like a little suitcase. Woo! My friends, say hello to the Club Cannon case. Let me get a little up close and personal with you guys. Yeah, the Club Cannon case. Check it out. It's got the Club Cannon logo right front and center. It's got clips on top, 2 of them. Of course, it's got a little suitcase handle. The back is completely blank, so maybe you can put a decal with your company's logo on it. That's pretty much it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment that we have all been waiting for. The reason we are all gathered here this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, scream and shout as loud as you can for your brand new Club Cannon. Ta-da! While you guys are up here nice and close, let me get a little closer to you guys all up in your business. We have a hose, but not just any hose. This is a braided hose. I think this is a 25-footer or a 20-footer. I'll link it down below, I'm not sure. And as you can see, this cord is actually braided. This is the original. This is the braided. As you guys can see, the braided looks more badass than the regular one. We also have this little tool guide. This is essentially a wrench, but it makes your life a whole lot easier because this actually slides in through the hose to help tighten it a lot easier. I'll show you guys what that looks like in just a little bit. We also have a couple of washers here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there, and it's to prevent it leaking. And last but not least, we of course have the Club Cannon handheld. And I feel like James Bond. I need to be wearing a suit for this. You can actually customize these bad boys. Boom, right here. Can you say branding? So there you guys see Barr and Barr. You can get the logo done on both sides if you wish. There is an added cost, which I think is well worth it. I got the Club Cannon on one side and my logo on the other side. The gun itself also has this locking mechanism here to prevent it from premature ejaculation. And the way you turn off the safety is just you push it down, and then it's just a simple pull of the trigger. Make sure that you guys are using one of these and not one of these. I guess these. I hope my tank has one of those going down it. Otherwise, it's not gonna fire properly. All right, what do you guys say we hook this thing up? Let me show you guys a little tutorial on how to do this. Make sure that I take one of these little washers, push this off to the side. So, we need CO2. Ugh. Man, these things are no joke. Definitely not light. This is it. This is a CO2 tank. This is a 20-pound CO2 tank. 20 pounds is how much I got. That's not how much it weighs because this thing definitely weighs more than 20 pounds. This is a rental. I don't own this. You can buy the tank itself, which is a cheaper alternative. I personally did not opt to buy one because I don't know how often I'm going to be using it. This is a 20-pound tank, which is not that much for an event. I highly recommend that you opt for the 50-pound tank if you're doing events. If you don't know where to get CO2 from, Club Cannon has you covered on their website. They have a couple of links with a couple of different companies that are CO2 suppliers. I personally used one of those links on the Club Cannon website, and that's actually where I ended up finding my supplier. Supplier relatively close to where I lived. It was only about 10-15 minutes away. And so that you guys see that I am not BSing with you, I'm going to show you guys my receipt from where I got it from. The company that Club Cannon actually recommended is actually this company right here. It wasn't that expensive for the actual CO2. It was only 24 bucks. Then we have a $10 rental fee, and then we have a dump fee of $2.38. So basically $40 for this, and I believe the gentleman said it's about double that for the big tank, which is the 50. So you're paying about 80. So operating cost, let's just say you're in about 100 bucks, 80 to 100 bucks. Again, that's me renting. It's gonna be cheaper if you actually own a tank. $350 I think would be an ideal charge for this. I think $350, maybe $500. Let me know what you guys think as far as pricing this service goes down in those comments below. But I think you should be in about $350. You can maybe even get $500 depending on your particular market. Let's set this bad boy up. So what you want to do is you want to take your little washer here, this little guy. You want to drop it into the little gold part. Next up, I'm going to take this little tool here and I'm actually just going to shove it through like so. Then we're going to attach to the tank like this, and then you take this little tool guy and you're gonna go in between and you're gonna start to tighten. You see how easy that is? Boom. I highly recommend that you get this tool just because it's gonna make your life a whole lot easier. I've seen guys in the past use wrenches and it's not fun when you use wrenches, trust me. The gun is equipped with the quick release mount right there. What you guys are gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna take this little ring here and you're gonna wanna pull down. And then once you let go, those little balls are gonna lock the gun in place. So I'm gonna pull down, I'm gonna take my mount here on my gun and I'm gonna push in all the way and then let go. So the handle, pretty self-explanatory. This is what it looks like. So the way this works is you kind of just slide it in like so. I'm gonna try to put it right there in between the two B's right there, and then you're gonna want to twist and that's gonna lock it. So I'm twisting. I think it might be too high up, but we're ready to rock and roll. We have our handle, we have our gun, we are ready to do this. So our last and final step is we're gonna actually turn the tank on. Whoa, that scared me. We're gonna turn the tank on, and when you're doing this, you're gonna wanna listen up for leaks. If you hear leaks, you are screwed. Now, I have a very little house, so I'm gonna fire that way, not that way. And I hope this doesn't damage anything in my house. So here we go. First firing of the Barr Club Cannon handheld. In 3, 2, 1, and... I recommend that you get a handheld. Otherwise, if you're holding it like this, you're gonna end up burning your hand off. The beauty of this thing is to enhance the experience. It's not necessarily meant to take away from the experience. I've used CO2 guns in the past that are ridiculously loud, and I don't mean that in a good way. Deafening to a point where you can't even hear the music. You still get that sound that everybody loves. It's loud, but again, it's not as loud as some of the other guys. You still get that awesome sound and that awesome effect. Get ready for another thumbnail shot. Now let's talk about durability. I know that's probably gonna be one of the biggest questions asked. From this tank, I'm probably gonna get maybe, this is 20 pounds, so maybe about 30 seconds. It is a lot, but it's not a lot. Keep in mind that this is a quick effect. It's kind of just a spray and stop. It's not gonna be something that you're just shooting and spraying. Here and then you're gonna go, you know, but very rarely are you gonna wanna hold it for that long. I only recommend that your bursts are about 2 to 3 seconds. That'll give you way more time on the tank. If you're just shooting and spraying like, gonna run out super quickly. These things don't have much time. Like I said, this one is probably gonna give me about 30 seconds. You guys have seen that I fired it off multiple times, but it's always been in short bursts. If you guys have money to blow and you guys want to go through these like nothing, then by all means shoot and spray, but I don't recommend it because it's gonna kill the effect. The beauty of this thing is in short bursts. You don't want to necessarily drown out your crowd with just, you know, a minute of this. Don't do one-shot spray, do multiple short bursts. Here's a tutorial on how to properly dispense a CO2 effect. Get ready, here we go. And I don't even know how I survive. Oh, without you now, this is what it feels like. And then this is the part when I would take a look at the crowd and just take it all in. Woo! So if you want to look super badass while you're DJing, don't hold it upright, hold it sideways and shoot and spray like this.
Hey, God, no, he turned it sideways. Kill shot. That's a kill shot.
What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take it out to a couple events before I give you guys my closing thoughts. See you guys in a bit. $1,000,000 question that everybody is wondering, should you go out and buy a club cannon? Yes. as of the making of this video, the Club Cannon handheld CO2 Cannon is currently retailing for $250. That'll get you the gun, it'll get you a short hose, and it'll get you a couple of washers, basically a starter kit. There are some add-ons that you can purchase. You can get different hoses, different sizes, you can get your name on it, but without all the bells and whistles, to get your foot in the door, you're looking at $250. Now, the tanks are not too expensive. In general, for a 50-pound tank, you're looking at about 60 to 80 bucks, and I recommend bringing 2 to an event if you can. So in general, you're looking at an overall cost of about $350 so that you can start offering this service to your clients. And just keep in mind that you're always going to have about $100 of operating costs because of the tanks that you're going to have to go out and purchase. And to be fully transparent with you guys, keep in mind that these tanks don't give you that much time. A 20-pound tank, which I don't recommend using for gigs, will give you about 30 seconds. A 50-pound one will give you about a minute and 30, maybe 2 minutes. 2 minutes maybe pushing it. I want to be completely honest with you guys. The tanks are very heavy and they're not easy to transport. The 20-pound tanks are super easy to transport, no issue there. So if you want to bring maybe 2 or 3 to an event, that might be an alternative to getting 2 50-pound tanks, because those are tough to transport. They are very heavy. 20-pound tanks, they actually weigh around 60 to 70 pounds. 50-pound tanks, those are about 100, 120 pounds maybe. They're heavy and they are not easy to transport. Also keep in mind that some of the venues might get a little bit scared when you roll up with these big tanks. I have not had any issues with any venues yet, although I have had a couple times of them coming up to me and saying, hey, what's that? You better be careful with that. What's that?
Can I guess what you're doing?
You gotta be very careful with these tanks. They are very heavy. The last thing you want is for one of them to tip over and crack marble flooring in a super fancy venue. Aside from that, this service is a win, hands down. You're looking at about $350 to get your foot in the door to get started. But keep in mind that this is something that you're going to use for business. This is not a toy that you're going to buy and play around with every once in a while. And the service charge, what do I personally think you can get out of this? I personally think you can easily offer this service for 350 bucks. At 350 bucks, you're in the money, and it's an easy sell. That same week that the gun came in, I offered it to some clients. I told them, hey, it's last minute. Do you want the gun for $200? They all said yes. With new clients, you want to offer it for $350. I think that's a fair price, and I'm thinking you can even go up to $500. Let me know if you guys offer this service. Let me know how much you guys are paying for your tanks. Let me know how much you guys are charging your clients for this service. Super dope, super awesome. It'll definitely set you apart from your competition. You're going to be seeing a lot of my CO2 guns in the future. Definitely adds to the atmosphere of any event, and it just increases the energy to another level. I want to send a huge thank you to Club Cannon for helping me out with this video. If you want to check out Club Cannon, check out clubcannon.com. There you can purchase your own CO2 gun, CO2 blaster, CO2 cannon. Let me know in those comments below what you personally call it. I'm guessing everybody calls it a CO2 gun. But alright bros, that's gonna do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to like it, subscribe if you're new around here, and if you really want to help me out, don't forget to turn on that bell so that you can be notified next time we do another product spotlight and unboxing video. Signing off, your boy, your homie DJ Barr. Stay awesome, bros. Thank you, Club Cannon. Peace.